Welcome to a special teacher edition of Topsail High TV. I'm Miss Bird. This week we have a conference champion on the court, a visit from the district attorney, and juniors getting their class rings. But we start with Topsail staff and students giving back to the community.
For the second time this school year, Pirates rolled up their sleeves for a good cause and helped to make a big difference. It's the blood drive, and Topsail lined up to make it a huge success. The auxiliary gym was packed all day Friday with Topsail's finest giving the gift of blood. With blood always in need by area hospitals, the drive could not have come at a better time. Ms. Wells' Allied Health 2 class assisted with the drive along with representatives from the American Red Cross. Over 100 Topsail students and staff signed up for the drive, making it one of the most successful in recent memory.
The district attorney came to Hampstead last week, but it wasn't to arrest anyone. In fact, he was making sure that none of Topsail's students end up behind bars anytime soon. Pender's DA, Ben David, made the trip to Topsail to talk with juniors and seniors about what the future may hold. He warned about the dangers of drugs and alcohol and discussed other laws that students need to be aware of. His goal was to remind students to avoid the various pitfalls that can ruin a person's life and have them end up in jail. As someone who deals with criminals on a daily basis, the DA was a good representative to give the speech to the students.
While that presentation was a fairly serious one, the juniors got to relax later in the week with something a little more festive. And because of that, those students can show off a little bling. It was the junior ring ceremony on Thursday night. After speakers told about the meaning of the ring and how important they are to wear, the students were called up one by one and presented with their memento. This year's ring has a student's name on the side with the word pirate and a skull and crossbones on the other side. After the brief ceremony, refreshments were served to all those in attendance.
Tickets are still available for this year's musical. Little Shop of Horrors is just a few weeks away from the curtain rising for opening night. Students are continuing to put the final touches on the performance. It is the story of a flower shop worker who mysteriously grows a living plant. The plot evolves into a love story with an exciting conclusion. The show runs from April 28th until the 30th, and tickets are going fast. They cost just $5 and can be purchased from Miss Melton or any drama student throughout the day.
The playoffs are right around the corner in the spring sports season, and to get the students excited for the Pirate teams, a pep rally was held this past week. And while the focus was on sports, the students got a little revenge on some teachers. The students packed the gym to cheer on those headed for the conference tournament. They played some games as well, but the highlight was a few teachers getting pied in the face. Donations were taken to see which teachers would face the firing squad, and Mr. Flowers, Mr. Bittner, Mr. Gabriel, Ms. Umball, and Ms. Bird were the lucky ones chosen.
And now, time for sports. Katie Gritali will continue her volleyball career in college, and she's not going far. Gritali has signed her letter of intent to play at UNCW next season. The ceremony took place in the Media Center on Wednesday. She led the Pirates in kills and passing percentage while being named the Conference Player of the Year. The Pirates won the East Central title during her senior season. Speaking of champions, that's exactly what the boys' tennis team is. The guys ran through the rest of the East Central during the regular season, taking the title for the 5th year in a row. Now it's off to the conference tournament that starts Wednesday. The Pirates are ranked 14th in the latest state coaches poll. Check topsailathletics.weebly.com for this week's sports schedule. That will do it in sports. I'm Mr. Rochelle.
That wraps up this week's edition of Topsail High TV. Before we leave, congratulations to Mr. Hull for being named Topsail High Teacher of the Week. Mr. Hull teaches digital media and is in charge of Topsail High TV. Have a great week, everyone, and remember, the sun is always shining on Topsail High School. We'll see you right back here next time at Topsail High TV.